Hi, third, fourth, and fifth graders. Mrs. Mixon here to start a lesson on what we call composition. So you'll see on your choice board that this week there are two words we're going to focus on: composition and improvisation. This video is just going to focus on the word composition. So I want you to take a second, and if there's anybody in the room with you, or if you're by yourself, that's fine. Think in your head, what do you think a composition is? Okay, so you've come up with something in your mind on what a composition might be. Well, in music, a composition is written music. So it is something that's already determined for us. It's just like when you pick up a book from the library and you go to read it. That book is already written. You're not creating the sentences in your brain. You're not making up a thought on the spot like I just had you do. You're reading from something that is already there. So a music composition is something that we can read from. Take a look at this example. Okay, so when we looked at that, we could physically see music written for us on a piece of paper. So we have to always remember that a composition is pre-written, or it is written down. Do you think you could write a composition? Yeah, absolutely. Anybody could write one. A composition can be very short, or a composition could be very long. And so this week I'm going to task you with writing your own composition. So I'm going to walk you through the first few steps to writing your own composition. Okay, step one to writing a composition. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil or a pen. It doesn't have to be a big piece of paper, just anything that you can write down on. Okay, before I can write my music, I need to determine a time signature. My time signature is what tells me how many beats are going to occur in each measure or in between each line. In class, we always use 4/4, right? It looks like a fraction. So I'm going to write my time signature on my page. It's a 4 over a 4, just like a fraction. This is the start to my composition. Now I'm only going to compose music using rhythms today because that's what we're focusing on. The next thing I need to do is pick my notes that are going to go in this measure. So I know I can use quarter notes, eighth notes, and 16th notes. Tas, TTs, or tiki-tikis. I am going to start with a ta, which is worth 1 beat. So I have 3 more to fill. Then I want to use a 16th note, or a tiki-tiki. And I know that a set of 16th notes also only equals 1 beat. So 1 plus 1, now I have 2 beats in my measure. I have 2 more I can fill up. I think I'm going to put an 8th note or a TT here. Okay, so now I have ta, tiki, tiki, ti, ti, and I have 1 more beat to fill, and I'm going to end it with a ta. I like to start and end my compositions with a ta. And then I need to draw a line at the end showing that that measure is filled. I have 4 beats. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Ta, tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Or I could think of it this way: pear, watermelon, apple, pear. But 1 quarter note gets 1 beat. A set of 16th notes gets 1 beat. A pair of 8th notes gets 1 beat. And that 1 quarter note gets 1 beat. So now I have composed 4 counts of my own music. It is written down. So every time I read from this page, I'm going to perform it the same way. Ta, tiki, tiki, ti, ti, ta. Pear, watermelon, apple, pear. That rhythm sounds the same. What do you think of my first composition? Not so bad, right? Okay, I would like for you to try to write your own 4 count or 1 measure composition. If you're feeling like you might be able to take it to that next level in 5th grade, I think all of you can, try to write a 2 measure or an 8 count composition.